You know that moment when you finally get your hands on something you've been curious about and it's not exactly what you expected? That's me right now with the Garmin Instinct 3 AMOLED. I've been on the lookout for something that combines durability, fitness tracking, and an amazing display without feeling overcomplicated. Now let me start with the good stuff. This watch definitely makes a statement. The limited edition green color is bold, the style is rugged, and it's surprisingly lightweight for its size. Because of its size, it's not the most comfortable watch I've ever worn, but it's good enough to keep on 24/7. And speaking of quality, it's solid. Not at the very top in terms of durability, but the reinforced plastic and screen still feel dependable. Just don't expect Gorilla Glass level toughness here. There's some aluminum in the bezel, but I'd say since it's not covering a whole lot, it makes it more stylish than tough and durable. Now here's what threw me off just a bit. The buttons. I mean, they work fine, but I wish they stuck out a bit more for easier pressing, instead of being so flat. But thankfully none of them feel mushy. So I'm turning on the watch and checking it out, and guess what? I went to swipe the screen. Nope, no touch screen here. It totally caught me off guard. I just assumed it would have one because of the new AMOLED display, so that was a bit of a shock, and I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't realize it before getting my hands on it. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a step back, especially for someone like me who's been using touch-enabled smartwatches. So now I'm wondering, will these buttons grow on me, or will I miss the swiping? Let's see how this plays out. So for the rest of the video, I'm gonna critique it from the perspective of someone who's been using touchscreen smartwatches for a long time. Now, one of the very appealing features of this watch is its built-in flashlight. Garmin's been adding this feature only to their flagship watches, but they also have a tendency to lower the threshold for what a budget or mid-range watch can have. I mean, they kind of have to, otherwise people might not buy or upgrade their watches, but they also have a tendency to unapologetically increase the price of their new models. So anyway, I really welcome the addition of a flashlight to this watch, and typically you only have to use a button to use the flashlight on touchscreen enabled flagships like Fenix 8, so it makes no difference. And by the way, I'm wearing the 50mm version and notice that these straps are huge. They're actually 26mm, so keep that in mind. If you buy the 45mm version, I believe they're 22mm. When I get a new watch, one of the first things I always check out is its watch faces. I must say, even though I'm so much into hybrid watch faces, I absolutely love this default classic Instinct style watch face that comes with it. So let's quickly go through these together. Yeah, I don't see a long list here. Oh, this one's nice. That's what I'm talking about. But you can always find extra ones from the Garmin Connect IQ store app, or even create your own custom ones. I'll go through those in a future video, so please subscribe and stay tuned. So it seems to me that navigating around the UI is fairly simple, but there's still a bit of a learning curve for the first time Garmin buyer, and I'll definitely help you with that in a future video. But so far what's impressed me is how smoothly everything is working, be it navigating around UI or starting an activity. And to give you a little context, I recently reviewed the Fenix 8 when it had just came out, and boy was it so buggy. It was the most annoying experience, and I really hope they figured it out. But with this watch, so far, no issues, and if anything comes up, I'll be sure to share with you in the upcoming more detailed review video. Now, the Instinct 3 has great fitness and health tracking features. In terms of health features, two great additions are the nap tracking and the overnight HRV tracking. Based on a couple nights of wearing the watch to sleep, my HRV from this watch is pretty much in line with my personal values that I get from other devices like my smart ring. Here's why I think this feature is a big deal. While in general a higher HRV can be an indicator of your good health, going under or over your typical baseline range can actually be an indication of overtraining, stress, and even the beginning of a sickness. And with this watch, when you wake up, you can quickly see if you're in balance or not and make a decision about your day. So now let's say you wake up and see your HRV is in balance and you want to go training or do your workout. This watch actually helps you train smarter, not harder. Its training readiness feature assesses your sleep, stress, and activity levels to tell you how ready you are for a workout, so you can decide whether to push yourself or take it easy. And after exercising, the training status feature analyzes your performance to let you know if you're on track, improving, or overdoing it, helping you adjust your workout for better results. Plus, the recovery time feature estimates how long you should rest before your next intense workout, preventing overtraining and promoting optimal performance. Okay, so like I said before, as a touchscreen smartwatch user, it felt like a great challenge to have to only use the buttons for everything. But once again, I'm surprised at how quickly, after just a couple days of using the watch, I've gotten used to it, to the point that I'm not even thinking about it. Because at first, muscle memory constantly made me reach for the screen to tap on something, but I'm not doing that anymore. I still think a touch-enabled watch enhances user experience and makes navigation so much easier, but at the same time, I know sometimes it can be problematic for certain professions. Now, before I give you my opinion on who I think this watch is for, based on my initial impressions, let's do a quick recap. As of now, Garmin Instinct 3 comes in two variations, Solar and AMOLED, two sizes, 45 and 50 millimeters, with no touchscreen capability. It's primarily made of plastic minus some aluminum reinforcement on the bezel, and it has no Gorilla Glass or sapphire. And yet it's still a pretty durable watch. The limited edition versions definitely make a statement, and I haven't experienced any bugs or laggy behavior. While the Garmin Instinct 3 doesn't feature full color topographic maps and some other advanced fitness tracking features, it can still track countless number of sports and activities, a good amount of health tracking features like training readiness, training status, overnight HRV, nap tracking, etc. So in my opinion, the absence of those advanced features shouldn't be a deal breaker for serious athletes, just as it isn't for casual users. In fact, in my opinion, the Garmin Instinct 3 is officially the most badass watch Garmin has ever made. I just wish they had a tactical version with a kill switch and ready for night vision goggles as well. They might still release that in the future, who knows. But right now, for anyone who's after a no-nonsense experience, based on my initial impressions, I could see this watch making a lot of sense. However, there's one thing I'm already a bit skeptical about, but more on that in the full review video.